Welcome to TechRadar India Awards 2020, our annual celebration of the best of tech that the year had to offer. As your source for all tech buying advice, we believe it is only fitting to end the year by talking about the products that truly stood out. After going through hundreds of devices for our detailed reviews and buying guides, while adapting to the new normal, we decided to expand to a lot more categories this time to include segments that matter more in our lives right now.
While we get to witness the Indian market mature from the front seat, it's also important for us to always update our testing methodologies to be representative of the preferences of the masses. This meant revisiting the best rated launches, comparing them to the other standouts from the segment, and evaluating which pros would truly matter. To keep the awards as inclusive as possible, all brands were invited to participate and share products with us for no entry fees or any other monetary exchange. TechRadar works for you and not the manufacturers.
Our process was easy and simple. We invited the most prominent names in the Indian tech space for detailed discussion around each award categories to get additional perspective and include more options to be extra sure. While doing so, we also made it a point to include products that are easily available during the press time so that you get to enjoy these products too and not take off any special access we may have.
The star-studded jury panel of the TechRadar India Awards 2020 include Ritesh from Counterpoint Research, Dhananjay Bhosle, Ishaq from My Smart Price, Tushar from XDA Developers, Sumukh from TechPP, Jinuk Sen from Hindustan Times, Mukul Sharma aka Stuff Listings, Sandeep Sharma from Web Atlas, and Kumail from Stuff India.
We've often said how great a market India is for budget smartphones. While the year started a little slow due to the GST revisions and a few other factors, by the end everyone was back on track and the segment continued to surprise us. We also saw features such as high refresh rate displays, fast charging, quad cameras, premium materials, all trickle down to these lower segments. In fact, we also saw a lot more brands get serious about their presence in the budget segment, such as Samsung, Motorola, and even Micromax. Having said that, if you follow this space, our finalists will barely surprise you. They include the Poco X3, the Realme 7 Pro, and the Samsung Galaxy M31s.
This was a really close one, but the best budget smartphone under the price tag of 20,000 rupees is going to be the Realme 7 Pro. With its great AMOLED panel, watching content on the device is amazing experience. 65-watt fast charging is crazy at this price point. Not just that, it has reliable camera setup which clicks good pictures, reliable battery life as well, and the design which is not that bulky. And that's why Realme 7 Pro was our choice. But Poco X3 was not far behind. If you are looking for a higher refresh rate display and a higher capacity battery, then that can be the device for you.
Let's go up the price ladder to the best phones under 30,000 rupees. This segment had a bit of slow start in the start of the year, but in the second half, we saw incredible options from companies that we wouldn't usually expect to see here. OnePlus made an exciting comeback with OnePlus Nord, while Realme launched flagship smartphones. Samsung M series also got matured to be included in the list, while Google surprised everyone with the pricing of Google Pixel 4a. Our top picks thus include Google Pixel 4a, Samsung M51, and the OnePlus Nord.
The best smartphone under rupees 30,000? Well, that's got to be the OnePlus One, or the reincarnated version of the OnePlus One, and that's the OnePlus Nord. The reason I picked the Nord and even compare it to the original OnePlus One is because in a lot of ways, the Nord democratizes solid hardware and software and makes it available at an affordable price point. We all know that OnePlus phones have been climbing up the price ladder of late, and the Nord is a nice refreshing addition to OnePlus portfolio and makes their hardware and software combo available to a lot more people. The OnePlus Nord of course gets the Snapdragon 765 5G chipset, and along with that Oxygen OS, which is a fan favorite, makes the experience all the more better. And of course you also get the 90Hz AMOLED display, which is just a cherry on top. The OnePlus Nord is our pick for the best smartphone under rupees 30,000, and it is closely followed by the Samsung Galaxy M51 and the Pixel 4a.
Flagships usually have the most amount of attention around launches. But with the premium segment accounting for only about 5% of the Indian smartphone market, affordable flagships end up being the natural alternative. Though we did have to revise our price bands to account for the challenges that 2020 brought on the industry, overall, these phones will offer incredible value for money without any major compromises. Our finalists include the OnePlus 8T, the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE and the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro.
Hi everyone, I'm Tushar Mehta from XDA and my pick for the best affordable flagship for 2020 is the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro. This is because of 4 reasons. First, the 108 megapixel camera. Second, the Snapdragon 865 processor. Third, the fluid 144Hz display. And fourth, the long-lasting 5000 mAh battery. No other phone under the 40,000 price bracket offers all of these features. So, congratulations to Xiaomi and the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro for winning this one. Thank you.
While most of the categories in the TechRadar India Awards were decided by the jury that have been invited from across the industry, we felt that the most popular phone category should be decided by our audience themselves. Hence, we opened it up for a poll where the Realme 7 Pro, OnePlus Nord and the Poco X3 turned out to be the final contenders. Just to clarify, all 3 of the contenders put up quite a fight in terms of popularity, and one of them finally won out.
Hey guys, welcome to TechRadar India Awards 2020. My name is Mukul Sharma and I'll be announcing the most popular smartphone of 2020. And the award here goes to none other than the OnePlus Nord. Good specifications, value for money, absolutely amazing marketing across all the leading social media platforms, and an AR launch nonetheless. The OnePlus Nord had it all. Kudos to OnePlus for pulling this one off.
The best part of our job is that we get to experience a lot of technological advancements as they get ready for prime time. Sure, some might not make it to the market, but as engineering marvels, they have us excited. So let's take a step away from the market and into the future and talk about products that try to do something very different and kind of succeeded. Extremely fast charging, swiveling phones, foldables, intricate cameras, multi-screen laptops, and more. Some of our favorites were the Aero Water Viewpoint Water Generator, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, the LG Wing, Asus's new ScreenPad Plus laptops, and the Sennheiser Ambio soundbar.
And the coolest innovation of this year is the ScreenPad Plus on the Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 15. It's the only laptop that has a dual screen, a meaningful dual screen that can be used for work and play, and it improves from last year's model.
The design of a product is an often overlooked aspect of a purchase decision, but can easily lead to regret in hindsight. Think about it. For an object that you are going to be interacting with a whole lot, shouldn't it be more than just functional? Something that looks good, something that's easy to use, something that stands out? The thing with technology is that it is undeniably going to be a bigger part of our lives in the future. But that doesn't mean that we should be reminded of their existence all the time. Our shortlist included phones such as the Vivo X50 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, iterative upgrades such as the Dell XPS 13, unique approaches such as the Galaxy Buds Live, but the winner was none other than the Microsoft Xbox Series S. For a product that is going to be used for about 5 years or so, it does a great job at being iconic yet having a minimal aesthetic to it and a very functional design. And the best part, it actually fits inside the TV cabinet. Smartphone cameras seemingly have no upper limit. Each season we think we're about to reach a point of saturation, but then manufacturers surprise us with new innovative approaches that solve new problems. In fact, while multiple lenses might seem like a gimmick at first, advancements such as bigger sensors, folded optics, scene optimizers and AI help democratize photography the way the earlier smartphones aimed to do. In fact, you'll also see that each of our finalists takes a very different approach with their cameras, as there is no one single right way to do them right now. Our finalists include the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and the Vivo X50 Pro.
Hey guys, this is Sandeep and I'm here to introduce the camera phone of the year 2020, which is none other than the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now the reason this wins is because of the large sensor that's capable of giving incredible dynamic range through its images, as well as the overall consistency, be it on the ultra-wide angle camera or the telephoto camera that offers up to 2.5x reach. Now this also has a LiDAR scanner which improves the overall edge detection when it comes to portraits and also assists in autofocus during low light situations. This supports ProRAW. You also get Dolby Vision HDR support up to 4K 60fps in terms of video, and the consistency across all lenses and all cameras is insane, which is the reason why this is the best camera phone, especially considering it does great videos and images. If I was to nitpick, the only thing I would point out is the lack of manual controls, but the overall UI is also very simple and easy to use, and thus this is our camera phone of the year.
The best gadget category, unlike the other categories, is an open one. And by that, we mean any and every gadget that was released in the year 2020 has a chance of winning. And we have to mention that we had quite the difficult time to choose the finalists for this category, where any gadget can win based on how useful it is and how well-rounded its features are, along with just how well-priced it is. The jury had to wade through lists of products to finally choose the best to contend for the top spot. We also considered how our usage and preferences changed over the last few months, looking at which products became more important to our lives while deciding our shortlist. And it finally came down to the ViewSonic M1 Mini Plus portable projector, the Dyson Coral hair straightener, and the Xiaomi Mi Robot Vacuum Mop P.
It's been an interesting year for everyone, and particularly for tech. Gadgets that we often took for granted became vital overnight when the world went into lockdown. And that's exactly why this particular product won the best gadget category for us. The Xiaomi Mi Robot Vacuum Mop P. Basically one look and you'll know why this product mattered as much as it did this year. With all of us having to take on household chores ourselves, we got a robot that could vacuum and mop. That's literally 80% of our daily household cleaning done right there. The Xiaomi Mi Robot Vacuum Mop P came with the auto recharge feature, which was really cool. So if it ran out of juice in the middle of a cleaning cycle, it would go right back, charge up and get cleaning again without you having to move a muscle. Of course, all of this came with smart app control, literally the one thing we cannot do without nowadays. But most importantly though, it was affordable. There are other robot cleaners in the market that cost a bomb. And here was Xiaomi doing what it does ever so often, making a perfectly good product for cheap. And in a year when it really mattered.
Moving on to laptops, we have to admit that these have probably been one of the most prominent gadgets of 2020. This was aided by the fact that people were confined to their homes because of a pandemic raging outside. And as workstations shifted from offices to homes, the need for laptops grew. And there were some laptops that were a pleasure to work on for a work-from-home experience. We selected these devices based on certain criteria. Primary among those were how well built it was, while not weighing much. Besides this, we looked at the tech inside and how well attuned it was to entertainment, with better displays and audio along with a reliable battery life. All of those factors were also weighed against their price. We finally came down to the Dell XPS 13, the 11th Gen Acer Swift 3, and the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 as our finalists. And the winner for the best work-from-home laptop category is the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5. This device simply beat out the competition on almost all the qualifying factors. This includes the battery life, audio, performance, weight, and pricing. Yes, pricing was a big factor since it happened to tick a lot of boxes while being priced lower than the competition. Ryzen 4000 as a platform continues to amaze us. And to top it all, the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 is a 2-in-1 laptop that also comes with a stylus.
Once the lockdown was relaxed across the country, the demand for wearables grew tremendously. While many brands launched their budget smartwatches, we also saw Oppo, Samsung and Apple launching their full-fledged smartwatches. The finalists for this category includes Oppo Watch, Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and Amazfit Bip 2. And our pick for the best smartwatch of the year 2020 is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. This is the latest iteration in the lineup featuring the iconic bezel which surprisingly no other wearable has implemented yet. The classy design, top-of-the-line specification allows the watch to run smoothly throughout. The battery life is also very reliable on the watch, and as a fitness tracker, the watch packs more than enough features for anyone. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 is a perfect smartwatch for most smartphone users. If there is one product category that really exploded in 2020, it has to be truly wireless earbuds. Every smartphone manufacturer and every audio company tried their hand at making a pair of good TWS, and the customers were quick to adopt them. With an estimated 700% growth over last year, TWS went from real cool to having been essential. Moreover, the competition also bought many nifty features such as gesture control, noise cancellation, and high-res playback. Overall, the most notable TWS include Oppo Enco W51, Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2, and Lipatech Levi.
And the award for the best truly wireless earbuds goes to none other than the Sennheiser Momentum Truly Wireless 2. Of course, it offers excellent sound quality over its predecessor and a better bass response as well. But most importantly, it also has excellent noise cancelling technology, and the battery life has been improved as well. So congratulations Sennheiser for winning the award.
Saving the best for the last, it's time for TechRadar India's best phone of the year. These devices show us the absolute limits of what is possible in terms of both software and hardware. We also considered factors such as the design, software support and premium features, as a high-end phone should have as few compromises as possible. Lastly, we rounded things off by considering what would be the easiest phone to recommend to someone who has no budget constraints. Thus, our shortlist includes the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, the OnePlus 8 Pro and the Vivo X50 Pro.
So our phone of the year is the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G. It's been over 9 years since Samsung introduced the original Galaxy Note, and since then we have not seen a legit stylish competitor for the entire series. In particular, if you want to talk about the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it is one of the best looking phones of the season. It probably has one of the best looking displays, and it comes with powerful and capable cameras. In fact, the One UI Android skin is more matured than just being a pretty interface, right? But one of the biggest wins for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra comes in the form of the S Pen stylus, obviously, and its functionality, the Samsung Pay, Samsung Dex mode, and also the integration with Microsoft apps. So these are one of the best things about the smartphone. In fact, if it offered a slightly consistent performance and a better battery life, it would have been a perfect phone.
While you may think the fun bit is over, we still have a bit more in store for you. Since we can't have categories to reward all the brilliant tech, our expert choice category is an attempt to recognize those that released in 2020 but could not get placed in any of the specific categories. Here our jury members get an open field to name one gadget that they really enjoyed using in 2020.
My expert choice award is going to be the DJI Mavic Mini. This is such a tiny yet powerful drone. Great battery life, great flying experience. There is no major learning curve as such with the DJI Mavic Mini, and the footage coming out of the DJI Mavic Mini is so good for its price. So that's the device for me.
My favorite piece of tech this year has to be the iPhone 12 mini. Well, yeah, the iPhone 12 mini, brands if you're watching, please, small phones again.
So my favorite tech product of the year has to be the Sony ZV-1 vlogging camera. It's a simple, no frills, point and shoot camera made specially for vloggers. In fact, this video has been shot on the Sony ZV-1. So yeah, that's one of my favorite products of the year.
While it really is a difficult task choosing from so many, I'll be naming the Logitech G502 Lightspeed gaming mouse as my expert choice for 2020. So for my favorite technology of 2020, I'm going to be picking Zoom. Of course, this is one video conferencing solution that was most widely used by a wide variety of people. So that's one technology that absolutely helped us, get through these tough times.
My favorite technology trend this year in 2020 is the improved haptic feedback on smartphones from different price range in brackets.
For my favorite tech of 2020, I am going with Xiaomi Mi Box 4K. All this and more just for 3,500 rupees is a no-brainer in my opinion.
Hi, this is Sandeep, and in terms of the device that I loved using the most in the year 2020, that would have to be the Dyson V11 vacuum.
My favorite tech of this year is more of a feature from the Xbox Series S and X. It's called the Quick Resume feature that lets you go from one game to the other in a snap of a finger.
My favorite tech of the year was the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. Once you spend some time with it, you'll realize it really is a phone for the future.
Needless to say, 2020 was a great year for technology. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching and happy holidays.